Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rock? And the Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rainbow Warriors offense will have first crack at this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Brian.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen.
Quick release on the RPO. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Finding an escape route. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback got it himself. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking to pass. It's Conway. Finds his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They're going to run just about their entire opening script on the first drive of the game. 12th play coming up on 3rd down. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, setting the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wyoming's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Cheek. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Hauls it in. Pulled down for the tackle. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Offense set on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Here's the give off the left side. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Warriors!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On target. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Find some fresh air.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Conway.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Cowboys want to move quickly. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally,
And the ball's out, and they're after it. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Conway. Fakes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Pena. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's got it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Using his legs. It's Paul. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hawaii. Fitted in the window for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Wyoming, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field. It's Cheek. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Paul. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Handoff from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Rainbow Warriors will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
To the air, it's Cheek. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's got his man across the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
At the 48-yard line. Brings up second down.
Going to take a shot on second and short. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw on third. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Wyoming, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Cheek. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass, intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a crease to the left. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Hawaii. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Looking for a man. It's Cheek. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Makes the catch.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Cheek. Takes the easy one to the back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. He breaks a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to power their way ahead. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Warrior! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long when he's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short.
2nd down coming up.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
On the play.
The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll return it from the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. From the 30-yard line on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Back to pass, it's Conway. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hawaii! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes with the return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a tight end, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Surging forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Plows through the defense.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.